What's happening? It's your girl, International Most P, without the T, baby, DJ Most Precious, the founder of MostPreciousPromotes.com, as well as the HotZone, the #1 place to sit down and tell all the sweetness, you know? And also shout out to Podcast Delights. If you want to get your own podcast, make your own podcast, talk your own smack, well, this is where you do it. Anchor by Spotify. Salute to you all. Make sure you tell them DJ Most Precious sent you. Anchor, get your podcast today.
Winning.
What's up? It's your girl, Tisha Campbell, and you're tuned in to the Hot Zone on Legend of Tunes with DJ Most P.
What's happening, everybody? It's your girl, International Most P, and it's time for all new in the Hot Zone, where you get all the hot juices, hot spices, hot everything, with the hot talent. And today, my hot talent is coming all the way from H-Town, baby. He go by the name of Jordann. And this guy, this fella, this talented individual is more than just music. He's an actor. He has so much more, man. So I'm so happy to talk to him today. What's up, Jordann? How's it going?
Man, bless you. First of all, I appreciate you for having me. Let's get it. We blessed, you know it.
Yeah. So I'm honored to be talking to you because we're gonna dive into more than music, because I did my due diligence. I checked you out. You know, I checked you to see what you got, what you about, or whatever. And I'm very amazed. Like, you were on VH1, you were on MTV, and like, I know it's so much more. So I want to see how all that segues together. But let's dive in. Jordann, where and how did you birth the name Jordann?
Man, so it's crazy. You know, Jordann is part of my real full name. You know, I don't want to say my full name on the air, but Jordann, that's my first and middle name, and I kind of just added a little spin to it and changed the lettering up a little bit. But it's just my name, and you know, it's crazy because I used to did not like my name at all. My mom and my grandma, they'd all Jordann every time I was in trouble. So it used to be one of them things like, you know, I never liked that, but just maturing and becoming an artist, you know, from my old stage name and rebranding and redeveloping, I switched it over to my real name, you know, and it really stuck except for who I was.
Which is dope, you know, because sometimes people don't like to get on with their real name or be a part of their real name, being known for your real name. But your name is it has a ring to it. It's an artist name, and I'm happy you're coming to grips of actually liking your real name, because it's dope. It just rolls off the tongue. It's like Jordann. All right.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Jordann, you're from H-Town. Like, what's the temperature down there right now?
Ooh, it's crazy. We're in the middle of a storm right now, and it's still 101.
What?
Yeah, it's raining outside like crazy. We got a flash flood warning, and it's still 101 outside. And the sun went down about 15 minutes ago, and it's still hot.
Yeah, see, that's just H-Town for you. That's Texas for you, period. Like, I know all about it. Man, okay, so we got that. We know you from H-Town, and when did you, from reading your bio, it says you developed and found music at the age of 13. But as we find that out about you, let's talk about when you actually had the opportunity to be on TV, and how did that all progress? Because we got the music. We know music came at 13. We're gonna dive into a little bit more the challenges, the advantages, and all that. But how and when and where did the opportunity come for you to be on some of the dopest platforms, period, like MTV, VH1? Talk to it.
Blessed. So, you know, it's already leaps of faith. That's what I tell everybody every time a lot of people ask me that. You know, it's a really good question, and it's a crazy story. Like, one of the first times I actually ended up going out to LA. You know, you always meet people be like, you know, people be like, my uncle, cousin, daddy is this and this and that and this and that. And, you know, just through networking to people, I actually met a really good dude of mine, a really good friend of mine. And, you know, over the years, we still friends to this day. And he actually told me, you know, he was like, my uncle's cousin's friend, something, you know, works for Def Com. And, you know, it's a certain channel that produces for this and does this, but they're tied in with the different networks. And, you know, he actually plugged me in with him, and come to find out everything, you know, played out. And then, you know, with the sounds that's in Houston, and especially at the time, I think I had a different, and it was a little more weird. I'm not gonna say weird, but it was just a different sound at the time. So they really bit onto it, and it was just, you know, we developed a relationship, and they just, you know, one after the other led to the other. So just, you know, shaking hands and just, you know, doing good business.
So they always say
the positivity.
Yes, the network is your net worth. How you network can be your net worth. And we just prime example that you have a massive experience with networking and then being at the right place at the right time, being prepared to receive that opportunity is a big thing, you know? So here we are. You went to LA. It was nice. Did you go walk to Hollywood? Did you walk the stars though?
Yeah, yes, man. I say that like I'm so upset. Like I'm a Houston boy, but you always hear people say like he's so Hollywood. Not me, but just people say he's so Hollywood. It's like Hollywood is just one of those places like you have to experience. And yeah, that's one of those things that when you go to Hollywood, you take a couple extra days to go see the sights. Especially if you're an entertainer, if you're an artist and stuff like that, it means a lot to you. Yeah, you see the stars, you get chills, you get all. Oh yeah, yes, ma'am.
I like it. I like it. Okay, so the interview going real cool, and we're just going along the way and learning more about you, Jordann DWAYNE. And we're back to the music, right? So the music is what brought me and you together today, because we're going to talk about Celebration in Heaven. But also, you have a lot of other dope music, a lot more to talk about than just this single that brought us today for this interview. You brought us together today for this interview. Music. When you were young, right? This is like let's go back in the day. Back in the day, we wasn't a kid anymore. Let's go back. What was the first song you remember being played during Sunday? I don't know if y'all did Sunday dinners, but like, what was the song that you remember as a kid being played in the house?
Man, Remember the Time by Michael Jackson.
Ooh, remember? Like, it just right now, you feel that groove, right? You feel that vibe.
That's a song that it don't matter how many times I hear it, where it's at. We got to listen to the song real quick. We got to slow down. The song is on, So it just and that's crazy that you asked that. Like, yeah, that's definitely one of the first songs I ever just remember hearing just as a child. And Michael's one of my biggest influences. So yeah, yes, ma'am, absolutely.
And you just opened up my next question. Influence. That was perfect because that segued into the next question. You always gotta ask the artist, who are their influences? Any shout out. But I like to do a little twist, so I twist it that way, and now it leads right to the influences. Who are your musical influences? Not even musical, but who are your influences, period?
Man, no, that's a crazy question. Just, as a whole, as crazy as it is, I would definitely say, on the music side, Michael Jackson. I'm really influenced by Tupac. I really like a lot of his music, but on the entrepreneur side, because I'm an entrepreneur as well, just seeing the greats, like what Jeff Bezos does, what Rick Ross does. Rick Ross is definitely, he's on my top musical roster as well, but Rick Ross is one of my favorite entrepreneurs, just to see what he does and how many people he helps and stuff like that. But, just people who carry themselves with good, who are high quality, they take care of, they help a lot of people. Wow. So
look how this interview's going. Like, I just gotta stop and highlight. Now we're in the entrepreneur side of you, Jordann DWAYNE. Jury. There's jury. Let's talk about how and what inspired all that. Like, this is your time to dive into the topics that you really don't always get to talk about, which you should, because you're a dope individual with a lot of credentials and accolades. So let's talk about your jewelry store. Being an owner of a jewelry store or being an entrepreneur. Let's talk about it.
And it's a blessing. First of all, I say that, it's definitely a blessing. Starting jewelry, is what I used to, with our culture, with our people, and everything that we love, with the culture that we're involved in. Jewelry is it's a trophy almost. And when I was younger, I would spend a lot of money on jewelry. All the jewelers in Houston, I would spend a lot of money with them. And then it got to a point where a lot of my friends would always ask me, like, can I buy this from you? Can I buy that from you? And it finally clicked on me after months and months and years of saying no. Like, this jewelry thing is deep, so I started researching, really doing a lot of research, and then understand jewelry comes from our people. It comes from our countries, and it's crazy that the people who are selling us the most jewelry are not our people, so that kind of took me by surprise. So just diving in deeper and really learning the roots, and then kind of networking with different people, already with the musicians, it's crazy to get different people's input on it. So it was just a blessing to really get a firsthand look at it and be able to kind of just go back and get rid of all of my jewelry and just be like, wow, it was a real material cleanse thing for me, because I'm not really a material person. Even though I am a jeweler, I'm not a material person. So it's an eye-opening experience,
Which, for you to say, I'm not that, but I'm a jeweler. It's like you would assume the perception is that, but you just cleared it up that it's not that. So you found the need and you created a business around it. Basically, what you're saying, that's an entrepreneur right there. That right there is a prime example of what an entrepreneur is and should be. Yeah, so we're here, and if you can. So 5 years from now,
yes, ma'am.
Do you, like, a lot of people don't even think one day passed because of all the way the world is. But let's sit back and talk short term. 5 years. What's next? Or better yet, next year, next quarter. What's next for you?
You know, I you know, blessing as it is, I want to make sure everybody feel the positivity I be feeling. So, you know, we want to make sure everybody gets the music first. You know, that's definitely the most important thing. And that's why we do all the businesses and everything, is to truly feel the music. But on the other end of that, you know, the jewelry thing is like also a education thing. So people understand, you know, when you buying jewelry, when you're buying stuff like that, you know, why are you spending the money on it? So you see the value of it. It's not just for something you go to the mall and buy and you just have it and, you know, it doesn't mean anything. When you understand the value of things, you appreciate it more. So that being balanced with the, you know, with the music, it's just one of those things, just bringing good energy to the community, bringing awareness to the community, you know?
Yes.
Yes, man.
Okay. Ooh, I love this. You are a great person to be interviewing right now, Jordann DWAYNE, because I'm just being my questions don't, like, there's no script to these interviews that I do with anybody. It's like I look at a vibe, I feel your answers, and then I segue questions from them. So if you can change any part or any community or any situation, anything in the world, what would it be? And I know it can be more than one, but what comes to your mind first?
That's crazy that you say that. And I'm not really a politically driven person, but just how we, and, you know, as a country, just come together and agree on what needs to happen. You know, I feel like, and I'm not going on a political tangent or anything like that, but it's just, I feel like it needs to be more of a open people voice, you know, even in America. So, you know, just things just need to be more fair. I feel like there's so many, you know, you look at the different imbalances in different places all around the world, it's because there's certain people that's in power. So, you know, and I know that balances things, but at the same time, everybody deserves and needs a voice, you know. So with that, it's just everybody being fair, everybody thinks just being quality more evened out, you know, make a more quality lifestyle. I'm sorry, that was right what I said.
No, you got it. And think about it, this is not scripted either. Your answer is like, really, let me think. She just gave me a question. Ooh, I never thought about this. Let me put them on the spot. You did great. Like that is also a skill, like to be able to be like personable and on the fly and not break or not crackle. You answered that question with no hesitation. So thank you for passing the test.
Like, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. Pop quiz. You just passed the pop quiz. No.
Okay.
So I got 3 things. Your favorite hobby, favorite snack, your favorite drink. What are they?
Favorite hobby? I can't even lie, is recording. That's my diary. That's my downtime. When I'm not really a TV person. Just I like recording. Even if it don't come out, we write just the process of recording. Second one, you said favorite snack?
Yeah.
I eat candy, and I don't need to, but I eat a lot of candy. I would say anything gummy. So gummy worms, gummy bears, the little sour gummy, Starburst sour, anything gummy is on. And you said favorite drink?
Yeah.
I've been on my health thing lately, you know, so really water. That's really my number one. I really drink a lot of water. Now, I'm not a soda. I never really was a soda person, but just water. And lemonade. I would say lemonade too. That's my juice of go-to because it's like the least amount of stuff that's in it, but just water. Yes, man.
What's your favorite water brand, if you have one?
I don't know what it is, but it's the Fiji. I don't know why. Like, it's something about it. You get it, and it don't got to be too cold. Like, you got to let it sit out about 10 minutes in that Fiji. Like, ooh, we out here in Fiji with the Fiji.
I knew I rocked with you, man. I knew I rocked with you for it.
Blessings, we locked in, I promise.
Man. So before we get out of here, if I didn't answer the question that you want to be asked, this is your chance to have your question with Jordann DWAYNE. What do you want my listeners to know? What is it that you want to get off your chest that just is on your chest right now you want to get off, and so forth? Floor is yours.
Man, you be hitting me with the hard ones. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, I'm a grateful person. So I really just really want to say thank you. You know, I just want to send more of a message, just saying, you know, anything is possible. Everything is possible. Ain't nothing outside of what we can believe is unachievable. You know, so you know, it's a whole world for the taking. For anything that you believe in, let's go get it. Let's get it done and let's make it happen.
Look at you. You natural. What do you sleep dream interviews? I don't know. Like you be prepping in your head or something when you sleep. I don't know, but you killed this interview. And because you're in Houston, because you're from H-Town, you're from the Chopper Screwed era, you're from freaking H-Town, what is your favorite restaurant to go to? And if I was coming there, anybody was coming there, and we say, hey, we want to go somewhere to eat real good food, what would be your recommendation for those tourists?
I can't just say one spot because then I'm gonna get in trouble. I can't say one spot, so I would say you gotta have breakfast, lunch, and dinner at least.
Yeah.
At least.
Go
okay, so breakfast, you just put like just classic spots that's in the city. You gotta like just dope off the top of my head. You gotta go to the Breakfast Club. It's a nice breakfast spot. Waffle House, Waffle House, but Breakfast Club that's the signature downtown. Lunch, seafood. You gotta go to Shell Shack. Shout out to Shell Shack. They got the best seafood. Shell Shack is crazy. It's a lot of seafood places, but shout out to Shell Shack. And then before dinner, you gotta get a snack, so you gotta go to Turkey Leg Hut. And then dinner, it's so many places for dinner. I don't even know. Oh, that's the best day. I would say Steak 48.
Ooh, okay. So I know where I need to be when I come back down to Texas.
Hey, man, give me a call. You know me.
I'm in New York. I'm in town, man. You told me these spots. You got to show up with me. Like,
I'm there. We gonna turn up all day. Let's
go. So I want to thank you once again, Jordann DWAYNE, for giving me the pleasure to interview you. But before we get out, we have to talk about Celebration in Heaven and what is the inspiration behind it, who produced it, any shout outs for the features and anything like that. How did it come about? Before we get out of here, let's talk about Celebration in Heaven.
Bless you. Yes, ma'am. So shout out Major League Beats who produced it. Shout out Suave Vibes, Lauren Chabon, and Lafayette Taylor for the creative minds that we all put it together. But Suave was kind of really the glue up, the lyrical genius of everything. But it's just one of those songs that I sat on the record for about 2 years before I ever released it, just because I didn't want that. I couldn't let this one slip through the cracks, So when I brought it to a couple different people and they were good ideas, they were like, no. But when me and Suave sat down, literally within a couple hours, it rocked out to what it became. And we brought in who we wanted to bring in to bring it alive. We just wanted to be, in a time when everything that's going on in the world, we're not going to reflect on the negativity. We're going to make the positivity of it. When you go to different cultures, different people celebrate passing in different ways. So instead of more of a sadness that the person's passing, it's more of a celebration of life. So we just wanted to make more positive energy, put it in the universe, bring it alive.
Great work. Mission accomplished. Like I said earlier before I asked that question, it's been a true pleasure. Before we get out of here, make sure you say your shout outs, your social media, and any last remarks before we conclude this amazing special feature on the Hot Zone with you, Jordann DWAYNE.
Well, it's your boy Jordann DWAYNE checking in, with DJ Most Precious P. Shout out to everybody out there. We in Houston, Texas. Hot new single, Celebration in Heaven. Let's get it, baby. Let's keep the positivity. Let's keep it running. Let's get it.
Hey, what's your social media?
Oh, Jordann DWAYNE. I'm sorry. That's Jordann DWAYNE on everything. Jordan with 2 E's. DWAYNE. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, SoundCloud, YouTube, everything y'all can buy me on. Let's get it.
Spell that again. How you spell it? What's your Instagram, social media? Spell it for us again.
Spelling form. That's Jordann with 2 N's. Jordann. DWAYNE. DWAYNE. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Once again, everybody, it's been a dope feature, exclusive feature with Jordann DWAYNE, all the way from H-Town, premiering his new single, Celebration in Heaven, and all this other fabulousness, if that's even a word. This gentleman is an entrepreneur. He's a music mastermind. He's been on freaking TV. He is unstoppable, and I am giving you all the stamp to continue to support and check out independent artists, because we are who they need to continue to grow. I am honored. Jordann DWAYNE, DJ Most Precious, appreciate you, and you guys know, catch you on the next In the Hot Zone, and I'm going to be in Houston because I'm coming to those lunch, breakfast, and dinner, and snack spots that Jordann DWAYNE just referred. In the meantime, have a good one. It's going. See you next time. Bow.
What's going on? It's your boy Jordann DWAYNE checking in, and I'm rocking with International Most P. Let's get it.
This is another Fleet DJ exclusive.
DJ Most Precious exclusive.
What's going on? It's your boy Jordann DWAYNE checking in with the hot music. Celebration in Heaven in the Hot Zone with DJ Most Precious. Let's get it.
Celebrate for you is my pleasure. I know it's a good time in heaven. I can't wait to see you catch a flight. Headline in Hollywood for the night. I know it's a party in heaven. 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 It's a party in heaven, baby. I got strength in my soul. Whole time I wasn't alone. Celebrate 'cause I know you my guardian angel. Strength in my soul. Whole time I wasn't alone. Celebrate
You seen the balloons that made it to the clouds. Told you for this life, I'ma hold you down.
Celebrate for you, it's my pleasure. I know it's a good time in heaven. I get next to you, catch a flight. Headline in Hollywood for the night. I know it's a party in heaven. 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 It's a party in heaven.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, folks, we will be back next week for all new In the Hot Zone with International Most P, where you get all your hot spices, hot juices, hot topics with your favorite hot talent. Catch y'all next week. Let's go.